override when it does that. I don't know why it does that, but hey ho, it just likes to just play me up, I think. There we go. Okay, so I think that's about right. Let's have a look on here. There we are on there. I think that'll be about right for you guys there. And let me just go out of that, go into there. And let's see. Oh, it says I'm live. That's a good start as well. Perfect. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello. Boom. There we go. Hi, Ruth. Hope you're well, sweetie. You're on it today, ain't you? Hey, on it like a car bonnet. Hey, Sissy Boos. Hi, Diane. Lynn. Hello, 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 hello. I think that's about right with the page. There we go. Hi, Diane. Thanks for the spam warning as well, Diane. I've got rid. Michael. Hi, Kimmy Poos. Hope you're well. Everybody good? Everybody good. Laurie, hi. You made it on time. Go. You still got a minute to spare. You could go and pop out and put the kettle on if you needed to. So there you go. Right then. So I've got Facebook and hi Moira. I've got Facebook. I have got YouTube on. YouTube's got the best view as always. The overhead camera. Moira, Debs, Laurie, Ruth, Kim, Diane, Sissy Poos. That's it. There you go. It's 0:00. Now I'm going to be quite short and sweet tonight because the ladies are playing football tonight. Woohoo! Hi Andy from Texas. Yee-haw! Well, hello there. That was a very poor accent, wasn't it, really? Right then, so I just want to show you a couple of things. Hi Alison, Louise, hi. Hope you're well. Obviously I love this. I love this pin-up girl, 1950s. Wasn't sure. No, it's all right. That's fine. I don't mind promoting, actually, Diane, in the group. It was just that was definitely a span. Giddy up. Sorry, that was a bit, yeah. But yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thanks, Diane, though. So yeah, I just dealt with that before I came live. Hi, Chris. Hope you're well. So this is a graphite pencil. Hi, Marie. And today I've been working on a piece, and I've worked on it all day. And luckily, Louise loved it. It was one of them. So this is what I've worked on today. So yeehaw, indeed. So I've got a couple of commission pieces now. In fact, I got 3, which I'm really proud to say. Woo! I got 3 commission pieces. You know. So hi Helen, hope you're well. And I was sent these gorgeous pictures. So let me just show you these crazy little devils. So it's a brother and sister. No longer with us, and these are like really special when people ask me to do things like this, because it's like it's really a difficult one, because if you get something wrong, I mean, when you look at the pictures, you get something wrong on that, and it's like, it's hard going. So, you know, when I take on board something, I always put my all into it. And normally it's an hour, 2 hours tops, and it's done. But today I've worked on this, and it's took me all day. So I'm hoping, oh, bless you. I'm hoping you can sort of appreciate when I post up when I post the pictures up. To be fair, it doesn't give justice to the actual picture, which annoys me when that happens. And that's the only thing as an artist. You know, we're our own worst critic. But hi Rose. So this took me all day, which is crazy for me. Hello. So I was really, really chuffed with this as a commission piece. So there's oh, glad you like it, Louise. So there's this one, bless, and then there's a little one. So at least you can say, obviously I've done these bigger, but so these I actually done the pencils, and I also painted. So when I post this up, I don't know whether I'll post it with or without the reference, but I normally like to do reference because, you know, because of the keyboard warriors, and I'll give credit, and obviously the person that asked me to do it is the credit. So there you go. So I'm glad you like, and it's all good. So that's me. I am taking on commission work. Yes, I am charging for it. That's you capture the eyes are the main thing. If you don't get the eyes, The eyes are the windows to the soul, as I always say. So yeah, the eyes are like a real thing with me. I am really particular about the eyes. And unfortunately, the picture I had to lighten this up a lot just to get her little eyes in that. So just so you guys can see here. Hi Susan, Alison, Pauline, hi, hope you're well. Cheryl, hi, hope you're good. Hope everybody's happy. So yeah, so I just wanted to show you, because when I post the picture up of this, it doesn't yeah, PM you like, oh bless you, thank you, Louise. It doesn't show you the detail like I want to show you the detail. I hope that makes sense. Hi Sally, hope you're well. So yes, I'm you know, I'm quite pleased with how this comes out. When you have spare time, can you do one of water? Spare time? What's that? But yeah, so if you want me to do a commission piece for you, please PM. I have a list. Well, I've got 2 people on it, so you know it's one of them. But yeah, I'm really enjoying painting and using the pencils, and that's what I'm going to do tonight. So I just wanted to share this, and if Lou comes on, there we go, Lou. I'll put him over here so people can. Well, where can I put him actually? I'm going to put him over here. I don't want to damage it because this is like, dear me, done and dusted. But I'm glad you see the detail because the picture doesn't show it what I've posted on there. So thank you very much for your comments. I really, what? There, yeah, there you go. What do you mean what? Captured well. There we are. Bless. Which colour pencil is your favourite so far? I'm enjoying, as in what? As in brand. I am enjoying these. So Dave, bless him, nearly fell over when he said he'd buy me pencils. I am enjoying these, to be fair. These are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So I have got some other bits and bobs as well. So as I get them, I'll show you and play with them and all that malarkey. But yeah, I do like my graphite pencils out of my new set. Oh, I don't know. I haven't played with them all properly yet, if I'm honest with you. What do Ozzy Osbourne pass Debbie post? What? Oh, okay. Ozzy Osbourne passing. Oh, passing. I don't know there. What? I've lost the plot a bit there. Right, let me put them up there. So today, oh, actually, I'll ask you guys. I've got 2 reference pictures I want to just play around with, and I'm gonna see which ones you want me to do. So Debbie posted, Ozzy's died. Get lost. No. Somebody please tell me what the crowns are for. Oh, they're just because you're on and you're chitty chatting. No, right. I've got 2 gorgeous books. This one's from Kirsty, so I will give reference depending on which one. I didn't hear that either. Henry was true. He wasn't dying. Well, he is dying. He's ancient, but I mean, he's still alive and well. So, do you want me to do the Kingfisher? Oh, okay, Anthony. Okay, cool. I see that's gorgeous. The Kingfisher. I think that was just a reference picture off Google. But hi, Caroline. Okay, we'll do Kingfisher. You were straight on it, Anthony. We'll do Kingfisher. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm going to do it in colour. So yeah. So if Lou's on, let me just see. You want? There we go. I'm definitely here, she says. She's definitely here. So I'm going to quickly just show you then, Lou. So there's your reference pictures that you sent me. And obviously little lady was a little bit dark on the eye. But there you Auntie's an expert at them. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay. I've been challenged to a Kingfisher. So there you go, sweetheart. That's a 5. So obviously it is matte and layered as well. So it'll fit nicely into an A4 frame. So there you go. Hi Jane. Hi Maggie. Hope you're well. So yeah, so the picture that I sent doesn't actually do justice. So you're more than welcome to video me later if you want to see like proper detail. But yeah, I've been challenged to a Kingfisher by apparently the expert Kingfishery, which is I shall do it in colour pencils then, and I shall get you to tell me what's what then. Bless. So yeah, so there you go. That is Lulu Mills, the amazing. She's absolutely amazing at like making journals and stuff like that. So if you don't, give her a follow. She does some amazing stuff. But yeah, everybody loves Sorry to be a pain. Both girls. Oh, there you go then. Really? Oh, there you go. I thought it was brother and sister. Am I getting my dogs mixed up? I've got another doggy to do. Naughty me. So they're sisters. One's in disguise though. Can we not do that one? Oh, but okay. Well, they still look cute. These ones are proper little cutie. But I look, see the detail in this one is like one of them. But yeah, there we go. So apparently we got 2 girls. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So Kingfisher tomorrow. So today I'm gonna play around with the pencils. Now, I have got thank you, Cheryl. I missed that one. I do sign my work. It will be signed. I never give out. Not when I do commission work or I do pencil work. Everything is want to see the cat commission from the wife. Oh dear. You carry on, Cocker. All of my work is signed, and it's actually signed in my real name as well. It's not Lisa Magical Maker. So any commission work I do is in my real name. So that will really throw you off. Right. So pencil blend. I will be using this on my pencils. If you haven't got pencil blend, then you can use Isopricer Pro, whatever you want to call it, that stuff. But it's now, I've now got it. It's eventually here because I've run out. So there we go. So let's get some stamps. So I'm going to start with Timmy. And I'm just going to play around with a stamp. And I just want to do some blending, basically. I want to see what some of the other colours are like. So I'm going to do this one. Dead easy, nice and quick, because the ladies are playing football tonight. And for those of you that don't really watch the football, it's one of them. For those of you that do, and you think the men are better, it's one of them. One of them. Isn't that your real name? No. No. So there you go. But yeah, all my artwork is signed. So there. No, so the reason I don't use my real name on here is because of the job I do, basically. And that's the only reason. Right then, so I'm going to, obviously I've just stamped in sand dune. You can stamp, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp in black as well. Because a lot of you guys haven't got different colours. So I want to just, you know, give it to both of you in different ways, I suppose, really. Let's pop it on here. Let's keep them together. In fact, I'll do them as opposites. There you go. So, Sissy Pose. She's in the house. She is indeedy. Right, let me just clean that off. I'm being ever so good. So today, obviously, I've been absorbed by obviously those 2 beauties. So I haven't got anything prepared. So this is totally off the cuff. I have no idea. I've even got some of my stamps here. Goodness me, go me. So I might do some grasses with a bit of water if I have time. But I just want to show you some difference with the blending. And I want to just see. Excuse me. Yes, I'm feeling a bit better. Good. Everybody needs to feel better. So I am going to use, yeah, I'm just going to do the pinks and purples, I think. I absolutely love this set. I love the gradients on it. I love the way it moves. I also like the fact that it blends, and it blends nice. It is a hard pencil. And again, not everybody's cup of tea, but each to their own at the end of it. So I do several different things when it comes to using pencils. Oxides, I can just slap it on and put water on it, and like, it's really quick art. This is when it comes to doing my portraits and any work that I'm sort of doing now moving forward. I'm going to try and show you as much as I possibly can to give you some hints and tips when it comes to sort of blending, or even just, you know, putting your work down in a different way. You can do gradients of colour. Now I'm just going to do these 3 are next to each other, light, medium and dark. I've started with a light. When I'm doing portrait work, I start with the dark first and then I work backwards. So it's totally different when you're working with pencils, basically. It's quite an interesting structure and an interesting setup when you start sort of moving your ink around. Now you start off light and you just blend and you layer and you layer and you layer and you layer. Burnish, you can put white over it, There's so many different tips and techniques to this. The harder you press, the harder it is, and that's your burnishing effect, yeah? So I'm just going to go over this now. This surface underneath is naff. So I'm more than happy to put something down underneath. Now, I just want to put a bit of a highlight on that, and I'm going to use a nice bright yellow. I'm going to just pick whatever one up. There we go, because I do. I love yellow. Pink and yellow coordinates beautifully. So if you put that down, and you saw that I was working on here, so that means that where you've been putting your pencil down, you're going to have like a little bit of a gradient underneath there, and it's really going to sort of have bumps and dents and everything in there. So there's a couple of different ways you can burnish out and burnish out as much as you like until you're happy. With layering like this, there's so many different ways that you can really pull colours together. And it's up to you. You haven't got to spend a lot of money on pencils. I've always had Derwent until Dave brought me this set. Dave nearly fell over when he brought this set because he thought it was only going to be a 20 quid set of pencils. Back in the day, that's how much pencils were apparently in Dave's head. Unfortunately, in Lisa's head, they're not, you know. And he learnt that very quickly, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. Bless him. But that's our day for you. So yeah, he's just getting over the shock of buying me pencils. The thing I also love about this is you can add so many different things. You could add pan pastels to this. You could add oxides to it as well, actually. You can really go for it. Now, when you're really doing a bit of burnishing and you're putting that layer down and you've got that under texture and you think to yourself, not liking that very much, you can add over the top of that solutions. Now, you can do a solution, or you could even, let me just do that down here. Let me just put it on there. You could do a solution, you could put a white over it. There's a lot of different ways to actually calm this down or make it smooth. Sort of, people say, oh, it's like paint when you do it like that. I've got a dedicated brush. So that's a dedicated brush that I use for all my solvents. 20 quid, 20 quid will buy me an handful of paint. Yeah, exactly. You've made my baby. Oh, thank you. Lynn, it's when you hear words like that that makes it all worthwhile. You know. Now, a solvent, this is, let me just put that down there. That's, ooh, really don't want that to be leaking, but there you go. Right, so I don't know if it's because I've just dribbled it down the rots, it probably. So with the solvent, you can put it down and you can move it, and this smells absolutely lush of lemons. Now, this will evaporate, and as you can see, you can go over the lines, you can do whatever you like with it, and it will blend out beautifully. Now, if you don't want to do that, like I said, there's so many other options. Let me just clean my brush. Smells lovely of lemons in here, like a proper lemon zest. I'm not trusting that bottle now. Let me just get a tissue. There we go. Let me just wipe that off because I want to make sure. Because you never know when things get delivered, you know, they drop things and there could be a small minute. I think I've not noticed it leaking or anything, so there you go. Anyway, that usually takes a good half an hour-ish to dry. You can tell with it, but it's given such a smooth, and it's brought your colour up and popped your colour. Now, the best thing with that is you can actually go over and add so much more different detail. You can put whites over it if you wanted to, and this is what I love about this now. So you can actually go in with another layer. So I do a lot of layering work. As you guys know, I love my layer work. So all I'm going to do here is just pack some white down over the black, and you can clearly see it is doing what it needs to do. So, and it's another tool to play with, and you can layer over. Now you have to put plenty of pigment down, or plenty of pencil basically, but you can rebuild back over and do another layer and a layer and a layer. So try and sort of look at all your lovely pencils that you've got and just think about how you could go around and doing different layers. Now, I said about the white, so I'm going to do some reds on this one, I think. I'll tell you what, I'm going to start light, medium, dark. Whoop, there we go, I'll do that. So I've got a light, medium and a dark on here. I don't know how light these are going to go. Oh, fairly. So again, you could do a rough shade. Now, when you're doing your first lot of layering, the bottom layer makes no difference at all when you're actually putting it down. So don't think to yourself, oh, it's got to be this amazing looking sort of straight on. You could even go on lighter than what I've just gone on. But if you like to layer and you like to get an impact to what you're doing, don't be shy. So whatever stamps you're using, there will always be shade lines on it. Look at them and use them. And if you're doing a drawing, put in your shade lines, add everything you need to give you that pop and like make it look like it's like that kingfisher I'll do tomorrow. I'll make sure he pops off the page. Well, I'll attempt it anyway. So here, for instance, now I'm just thinking that the bottom area of this particular flower will be darker than the top area, and knowing that, I'm going to obviously put the lighter red at the top. Now I can go over this and do it as a burnish, and the burnish means I'm going to put pressure on the pencil, even pressure, to take away all those little lines basically. And then I'm going to go over again, and I'm doing my layers. So I'm taking away any white paper that I can see, or any sort of lumps and bumps of that page which I don't want. Now, another way that you can blend out, so I mean, look at that, how gorgeous is that for that blend? And that's only, I've only gone over it twice. So you can get a white. Now your white's lovely because your white can actually, I don't know whether I'm going to bust this, but let's see. You can put even pressure on and go over it, and that will actually burnish and take out any layers underneath. Or you can do a solvent, or you can just keep blending and blending and blending. Now, as you're putting white over, let me just do that, take that off. As you're doing your white over, it will alter that look, and if you feel that that's altered the look, you can put your layers back on if that's what you want. And if you feel that the white has dulled it down too much, because the white will give an effect, you can go through your pencil collection or your oxides or whatever you're using, and you can just add any highlights that you want into that, or any of the white paper that you can see, and you can go over it and bring it out that way. Or, like I say, you can use, if I used isopropyl or whatever you want to call it, like I say, I've just put Zesty on. Let me just put that on here, and if you go over that, all it will do is smooth that out, so that blend gets even smoother. Now, there's loads of different things that you can actually use on your pencils, whether they're wax or not. For those Tracy has some lovely pencil colouring. Yes, definitely. There's loads, absolutely loads and loads and loads. So just because I'm showing this, yeah, go for it. There's loads. You've got Tracy Evans, Amanda, she's done some fabulous tutorials with colours and stuff like that. So please have a look round, go for who you feel that you like the sound of, who you feel you click with, because it's personal preference at the end of the day. You know, I can sit here waffling about pencils and colour. What I do like about this is I can add pan pastels and I can add oxides. Now, let me just see what's on my brush. Let's have a look. So, if you do a nice background, so you got your pinks and purples, blue complementary would be beautiful with that. So there you go. So again, it's like it's holding a resist basically. It's fabulous, you know, absolutely brilliant. And then your pan pastels will be exactly the same. What I do want to do is, let me just grab a brush. Whoops, a daisy. I'm just going to get my baby, which is my little sable, got plenty of water in it, and it's a number 4. So I've just put down, now don't forget about the markings on the card, but I just want to see now, obviously putting water on, I'm moving it around, it's not causing any problem on here. So there you go, fabulous resist. So just proving to you that no matter, you know, what you've got, crayons, whether they're Poscas, whether they're pencil crayons, watercolour, etc, etc. I mean, that in itself is lovely. I could chop that off, make a tag out of that. So there you go. So again, just different techniques, different ways. You could put your zigs on it, you could put your anything, you know. But those blend absolutely beautifully, and they also hold well if you want to put highlights on and you want to put any sort of markings on. They hold lovely to put highlights on with that. And they also work sublimely with bleed proof white, absolutely perfectly. So let me just pick up a little bit of white on your smidgen, why not, and bring it down. Oh yay. Oh, I'm just thinking about water droplets there. Oh, I've just had a right thought. Oh, how about that? Perfect. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, yes, yes, yes. Right then, so perfect. So you can do so much when you're working with pencils, and whether makes no difference what brand you're using. If you've got decent paper, it's half the battle at the end of the day. So, you know, you could buy cheap stuff and still end up with a lovely piece of work because you've got some nice paper that you're working on. I like my super smooth. At the minute, it's what I'm using. I'm all of my artwork I'm doing at the minute is on 300 GSM. So, you know, coloured the flowers out on the back card, flame flower on the back card last night. There you go. So it just proves if you just take your time and just put down your layers. It's all about layering. So let's have a bit of fun with some oxide. I haven't played with oxides for ages. Well, it feels like ages anyway. So let's pop something down. Let's get some colour on the board. And I'm thinking yellows and purples. I'm thinking like I just want some funky colour, to be fair. I'm going to get them, and I'm going to get wilted violet, and I'm going to get fossilised amber. Why ever not? Isn't it? Ooh, there we go. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop down. I'm literally just going to put some colour down, to be fair, and just squidge it with water and just see what we get. Because sometimes I just need to make a mess because I've been concentrating all day. I haven't been able to sort of just be a messy person like I normally am when I'm doing my own little vibe. I sort of create all sorts of nightmares, to be fair. But yeah, that's me in a teacup, as you do. Let's see what we can come up with. There we are. So I love these because they're complementary colours. I love what they're doing. We just squirt some water on it. Time to go. Bye, Maggie Moo. Love you, and I'll see you soon. Safe journey. Love ya. Right then, so this is what I absolutely love when it comes to oxides and it comes to water and making a mess. Because from this mess, let me find something that resembles a heat gun to dry it. Let's have a look what we got. So now this is where I'm going to cause carnage because I've got things tangled up together. I love it. I'm like one of them Tasmanian devils, like, you know, when they start doing all sorts of nonsense. Right, let's plug that in. There we go. Oh, hello. What's going on here? There we go. Fabulous. Very nice. Right, let me just blast a little something. Always make sure you get your gun or whatever one you're using, whether it's your air dryer or this one. Make sure you let it heat up first and then just get it moving. Depending on if you want the watermarks, you know, put it over, hold it down, move it around. You will get that lovely watermarks on the paper. And this is what I love with oxides. So I have no idea what this is going to look like. I've just got to choose a stamp now and think to myself, ooh, what are we going to put on it? Nearly there. perfect. See, I love the fact of just making a mess. Well, sort of. Right then, there we go. So, fossilised amber, wilted violet, two beautiful colours that complement each other. Hi, Rach. Hope you're well. Breathe. And now I've got to get it out. It's one of them. I have to get it out. So you all know what I'm like. It's because I've not been able. It's because I've been concentrating all day and fixed on something. I've not been able to let this out. If I hope that makes sense, because that's basically what's happened. And that is me in a nutshell with ADHD. Fabulous, isn't it? Right, I'm going to put my set of things over there out the way. Right, let's have a look what we got to stamp. So I've got, I'll tell you what, that organise. I like this here. Let me put this on. See, I was about to put my stamps on there then, and I thought, no, not that one. I'm going to use black as well, because I want it to obviously show up on here. Now then, this is actually going to make quite a stunning, because you've got that. So when I do something like this, I look at the movement that's on here. So I've got this straight bit here, I've got a movement here, and just so you guys can see, I've got movement here. So I want this flower to replicate that movement, and what I'm going to do is, excuse me, I'm going to put it bang in the middle as such. There we go. So already that standalone is actually made quite a nice centre feature. Now I can put on a bit of bleach, take a bit, yeah, I thought, let me put some bleach down and see what them pencils work with bleach. Oh, you see, we may as well have this as an investigational lesson today. You know, when you got all these different things in your head and you think, okay, what am I doing? Right, so I'm using my lovely brush. Ah, dear me. There we go. Diane, I'm breathing. I'm calming down. I can feel it that I'm calming, which is good. Now, normally when I bleach, I will not go back over it, because all the bleach will do is continuously take out pigment, and it's like you bleach and that's it sort of thing, you know. So I'm just going to see whether there's any difference when you spend a lot of money on pencils, to see whether it's going to stay put, or the effect it's actually going to do on those pencils when it's on the paper, which is going to be quite interesting really. So I'm just going to take a bit of this out, bit of that out, bit of this, why not, bit of that. So this is actually going to be an interesting test. For some of you that don't do any sort of bleach thing, it's fine. Those of you that do and have got pencils, it's going to be an interesting one to see what we get. So I'm giving my brush a really good rinse, because they're my expensive ones. They'll probably be fall out by tomorrow now. Right then, let's give it a dry. Let's give it a draft. There we go. Right. Keep going downstairs. Dave spent a lot of money. I wish my head would have artistic ideas. Ooh, okay. My head's not full of artistic ideas. It's full of weird stuff. I wouldn't say it's artistic ideas, but it's something. Right, so sometimes I wonder what's in my head, if I'm honest with you. Lovely, lovely. Yes, Sally. So purples and yellows are a fabulous combination. Now, it is dry, but normally with bleach it continues to work when it's in card. So if I was to paint on that now, it would disappear. Basically, it's still acting. It's still doing its thing with the bleach, basically. So I'm just giving it an additional little zap, as you do. So I'm going to see now, because it's pointless me trying to put oxides back on it, because it will just bleach out. So I'm just going to pop these out the way. And what I'm going to do is I am going to do some colour combinations with pencils. Now, I want to see whether the pencils actually hold. That news has upset me so much, Rose. Oh, what's happened, Moira? Oh, that's confirmed. Oh, I thought he... Oh, gosh, okay. Oh, no, why? It's a 1-to-1 ratio, Louise. Well, Black Sabbath, Ozzy, shit, mate, I'm going to say it. Wow, oh gosh, that's sad if that's true. And as you say, if the BBC have just confirmed he's dead, you know what I mean? He done his farewell tour, and that he done his farewell tour. God rest his soul. You know, there's some of my classic all-time songs with Black Sabbath and Ozzy. Wow, that's sad. That is so sad. Crumbs, not good. Oh, dear me. Life goes on, as the saying goes. Life goes on. Right. Oh, dear, dear, dear. We're going to go greens. Complementary colour to both. So I'm going to get the array of colours. Craziness, this is. Absolute craziness. Well, I can never turn around and say I ain't got a colour that I need. So there you go. Right then. Oh, dear me. That is sad. Oh, right, sabotage your... No, don't be daft. Goodness me. It's just, you know, some things happen, different reasons, different stuff into it at the end of the day. You know, I'm just glad he done his farewell tour, because at the end of the day, he's classic. You know, there's a lot of people that have grown up with Ozzy's tunes over the years, and yeah, he's a legend. He's a legend, definitely. Right then, let's pop some niceties on here then. So let's see if they're going to last. So the green's going on. Now, I'm just going to put a base down because I've still got some yellow here. And I'm going to say medium pressure. So everybody's got their own sort of ways of putting pencils and stuff down at the end of the day. So light is a very light sort of... Let me turn this over. Light, yeah. Medium, yeah. Hard sort of thing, yeah. So I'm doing it medium. So I'm making sure that it's down. I'm making sure I can see it. And I'm going to do the whole of this. So this is going to be one funky leaf. Now, where you've got the shading and that different sort of effects on the go, because on this, so this is one of Timmy's, I'm going to now play around with those colours. So I'm going to start layering. So I'm going to layer in different places, and I'm going to look where the shade marks are, and I'm going to think there whether it's a light or a dark, or do I want a dark in there, do I want a light in there. And it's all about layering up your pencils. So I'm going to go a little bit harder when I'm putting down the ink, well, the pencil. I'm going to start calling these all sorts of different names now, I'm sure. Blip, blip, blip. What should we do? I want to... Oh, I'm going to use this one. What's this colour? This is a nice colour. This is some funky green. I don't know, I can't pronounce it. Okay. I'm good like that as well. So, there's loads of things I can't pronounce, as you're probably gathering as we're lumbering along together. So all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to highlight where those darker areas are. So where the black, I'm actually gone over it now with the green, and the green's actually more prominent now because we put the layers over. The black sort of now gone into that dark green. So this is an ideal way. If you have only got black to stamp in, you can actually put the colours over and build up your colours and actually take away the black. And it is, I would say it's easy to do. It is if you build, okay? I'm going to do a very unusual colour now. I'm going to do blue. Why not? So I've just done a light blue first, as you've seen. And then I'm going to go along sort of a medium. And where we've got, remember I said about that dark patch? I'm going to build over that. And I'm going to come round. Now I'm going to actually put some white over this as well. So you can see, so not only have we got bleach on there, we've also got pencil, and I'm going to put white on as well. And then I'm just going to go in with sort of a purpley blue, would this be? Let's have a look. Hello Blue Reddish. Oh, okay, fair enough then. They've got funky names, I like it. Let's just do that. Now, on these flowers, I'm going to do like little circular motions, and that's just to give that sort of, if you watch me doing Tracy's sunflower, that I just want that in, you know, that sort of idea that they've got these little petals there. So I'm now going to get, because that's still a little bit damp, I'm going to get quite a thin brush. Let me just grab one. And this is a number 0/4. So it is a very, very fine detailing brush. So we are a little bit still wet in fact, let me just get a little bit of water. I don't want anything too mad on this. So having the right brushes helps. So I'm not telling you to go out there and buy any brushes. If you've got nail art stuff, nail art brush will work perfectly fine. Now you can dab around the edges if you wanted to. You can go around this middle area here and dab on there if you want. So this is just for me doing just some little highlighting areas. And I'm just doing some little tiny bits. I can't get over Ozzy Osbourne's died. Flipping heck. Oh, dear me. No, I'm not going to make myself a shade chart, actually, because, for one, it's going to waste my pencil, because I love them too much. And two, I can see the colour, and I'll know the grade I get off them. Because when I do my portrait work, I'll have the reference picture, and I will do that on the reference picture that I feel is relevant, and then I'll write the number down on them, and then I will keep a reference picture with the numbers that I've used, so I know how they work. So I get what you're saying, and it is a really good thing to do, obviously. But it's very rare I do any sort of shade charts, if I'm honest. I just find them, if you know what colours, because I've been around colours for so many years. From a tattoo, I mean, I was a tattoo artist for like 16 years, and I've always done art. I was a straight A art student at school. Decided to take the wrong avenue in life, but you know, I was a straight A art student. However, I've always been around colour, and know what your colour gradients do helps hugely. So for those of you that don't, yes, shading, you know, all your different gradients is absolutely brilliant. I can't get over the price of those pencils. I love them, worth every penny. And I know that's for me. Obviously, Dave brought them. Sorry, I've still got a titter to myself on that one. Yeah, I'll buy you pencils. Yeah, right. Okay, no problem. Bless him. Won't do that again in a hurry, will he? So yeah, to have a nice set of pencils, because when I done my dogs, when I done those first portraits, and I didn't have the right array of colours that I wanted, even though I can mix colours together, I still wasn't getting what I wanted. And I said to Dave, I said my work would be so much better if I had the right colours, and he said, yeah, go on then. So there you go. That was that one basically. So, you know, plant the seed and all that. Works wonders, doesn't it? But yeah, no, but on the reality, yeah, if you know how to work your colours, it's one of them. They'll work for you, in that saying, as the saying goes, should I say. Right, so let me just put a little bit of oomph on this leaf. There we go. I'm quite looking forward to doing that kingfisher now. I think Anthony posted a pencil drawing. I bet he's gone and sat and found the reference picture, and he's doing it now as we speak. Bless him. Right, so let's have a look. There we go. Now, I'm liking the fact that I have put a load of bleach on this, and not once has the paper moved. There is no problem with the paper. I have put multiple layers over this, and I've also got a paint on there. I'm very impressed with that going on, and I'm just going to put over a layer of white. Let me just put a blob on there a moment. Amber's done. Oh, has it? Oh, I haven't seen that, so my bad. I know that he posted a beautiful pencil one. I think that was no, still watching. I did find the same picture. Oh, I thought you might. There you go. If you want to tell me who the artist is that done it, then I can give credit then, or I'll just give you credit. Anthony says, love it. There we go. Let's just put a bit of white highlight in places. So I'm going over with white paint. So I'm now seeing whether the bleach has seeped through into the pigment, and it's going to cause me any problems basically. So it's always nice that, so this is where Amanda will know all the ins and outs and all the amazing technology about stuff. I don't. I just like to know what it does. So when I do things like this with you guys, this is my little bit of learning curve sort of thing. So let me just put that there, bit of a highlight here and there. So yeah, so I'm happy that the bleach doesn't come through the pigment at all. It really has held lovely. And I'm just going to say whether, once I've done the paint on this, whether I can just quickly go over it as well with more pencil. Because it's nice to see the layer on the layer on the layer. Oh, quick, Amanda. Hi. Yay, Mandy's back. Hey, Sissy Pose. I was just saying, sis, how you like to know the whole construction and the whole breakdown of everything, where I just make the mess. Where that doesn't bother me. I just like to know what they do. Amanda likes to break everything down to understand the product, where that's probably my downfall. I just like to go blah, 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 like that and just make the mess. So let me just put that down there. Perfect. So we've got bleach, we've got crayon, we've got pencil, should I say? Naughty me saying crayon. Ooh, dear. Oh yay. Oh, that's going on lovely. Okay, so now over the paint it's going beautifully. Over the bleach it's gone beautifully. So for me now, that's sort of like, that's answered questions for me. So moving forward now, I know that I can use this in so many different ways, and the layer that I've got over all of that is absolutely fabulous. So over all of that, the white, the paint, the bleach and everything else is brilliant. It's not caused any problem at all. See how easy I do that too. Yes, I was only in the next village. Oh, bless you. Yeah, she's super. She's taking no credit there. She's got the Batmobile. So basically, she goes into a cave, drops down, and gone. Tells you, look, honestly, the pencils are unbelievable. I can't believe it's gone over bleach. It's like we've done like all the nicety. We've moved it over. We've put oxide down. I've put water down. It's done the resist, and it's gone over bleach. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put bleach over this now to see if it actually goes off, because it's gone on nice. So now I'm going to see whether, let me just use my fan brush. I'm going to see now whether it's actually going to do anything to the pencil. So let's have a look, see if it does a full resist, and it does nothing. Let me look. Let's have a look. So this is where I'll do this in. This is my technical bit. This is about as technical as I get. Because all I want to do now is find out whether it's going to break down. And my one-on-one ratio. So there's a lot of water in there. I don't know which way you're looking. So if you're looking at this way on Facebook, you'll see there's a good chunk. So that's half and half, half bleach, half water. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. So for you guys, it's like that basically. So that much bleach, that, you know, halve it. So half bleach, half water. That's a 1-to-1 ratio. So this is not doing a damn thing. I love it. Oh my gosh. Let me just blast it. Let's have a look and see what the heat will do with it. Anything, nothing. Let me see. Wow, I'm really impressed. Really impressed. Let me just dry off the bleach on the paint part. Right, so as I've looked at that now, none of the actual pencils that we've put down has been moved or altered by the bleach. So we've put oxides down, we've stamped, we've bleached, we've then put pencils and paints down, and then I've put bleach on top of it, and that is stayed firm. There is no problem with that at all. The back is dry. You can obviously see where I've sort of burnished quite hard with the pencil in places, but apart from that, that's not moved at all. So I'm really impressed with how they've laid down, how putting water and products and bleach and stuff like that. That is really, yeah. So it's always good to see, because sometimes when they say the products are oil based or wax based, it's still nice to see how they actually work with what I'm doing. So realistically, it shouldn't do anything. Same as when you put different products. I'll tell you what, let me just... So we've got bleach and stuff on here. I'm going to see what this is going to do. Oh, I'm going to use my other stuff, actually. So this is... let's have a look. So, poof! Let's have a magic play. Let's see what I can create. Or disintegrate. Right, let me just rinse my brush off. Oh no, I want my other... I don't use that one. I'll use this one. Yes, I'll use this one. Right, so I'm just going to see now, because I've put product over it. I'm going to say, I'll tell you what, it's even blended on there. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay. Perfect. So I've put bleach over. There's been no problem, no reaction with the bleach. Obviously, I've put paint on. The paint's not even shifting with this. The paint's not shifting that I've put on top. And it's just blended it all beautifully. Well, I am really impressed with that, actually. Wow. Very impressed. Is it going to... No, it's not going to do anything with that. Fab. Love it. There we go. So Amanda can now break that all down into microscience for me. And then she'll message me and go, Lise, it won't do anything. But I like to just know these things before I start creating. So yeah, so we can stick a sentiment on that now. What have I got? Not a lot, really. Let me just put Timmy's flower back on there. So this set is lovely. French Garden 487. The leaves are to die for on this one. So all I'm going to do here is probably just... I don't really like that. I like this Frenchy writing nonsense. I have to be in the room to add bits of writing and silliness. Yes. Hey, from Norway. Oh, hi, Anne-Marie. Hope you're well. Yeah, they're Faber-Castell. Yeah, what them lot said. Yes, they're poly. They're the poly ones. Honestly, I'm like the blooming devil's got hold of me today. Right then, so let's just put a little bit of this on here. I'm going to put a bit there. So I'm going to sort of, let me just scale a bit here and there, actually. Let's just put that there. First and second generation. Just going to pop it a little bit. Let me just take that off there. Let's do me heading. Let's do a me. So it's so much better when you just sort of allow a stamp to sort of touch in places and just give that really sort of old-fashioned little look about it. So this has totally changed it. So me and writing just it's one of them. Yeah, it's just one of them. Probably wrong colour to yours, but I just wanted to put something down and do something, you know. It is good to play, and that's the way where you'll all learn. And so instead of you guys like sort of looking and thinking, oh, what does this do? And oh, have a go and play, go and do it. Just mess around with it. Let me just get a little bit, I'll get Wilted Violet again, I think. It's a lovely colour. I do like Wilted Violet. So yeah, so don't be shy to actually play around. Let me just get a little bit of spare paper. I do have some. There we go. Let me move my pencils out the way. So yeah, beautiful that they are. So all I'm going to do now is just finish off, and I'm just going to literally cover that writing, if I'm honest with you. Not all of it. I'm just going to put some blobs in the way. I'm going to go over a bit of that bleach as well, as you do. Because I think, you know, when you're using your oxides, it's always nice to just sort of move things around a little bit. Now, I want some puddles of water. I think that also adds to the effect. So don't be shy to sort of allow the water to move around, give a nice watermark, lift it up if you want, dab it off if you want, so you're getting that clear bit. But then again, if you want the darkness, leave it on, dry it there, have that bit of movement. Let's just dry that in. Let me just get those watermarks on there. Perfect. So tonight I've actually found out, I'm just going to get a brown, by the way. Tonight I found out just how well, yeah, I'm going to do walnut stain. I found out how well those pencils, for what I do when I'm stamping and when I'm creating, it does everything. So it survives bleach, it survives water, it survives a black stamp. I can cover it over. I can burnish on it. I can put a solvent on it. Absolutely perfect for me. You know, so there you go. Oh, yeah. Everybody do your thumbs up nonsense. I forget about that. I'm too busy creating. So I'm just going to tap the edges, as you do. Now, again, everybody does things differently. I'm just going to whack a bit here and there as well. I love a vintage sort of style. Might have to do some sort of, some nice vintage greens and stuff like that. I am going to do the Kingfisher tomorrow. And then I've got another couple of commission pieces to do. If I get chance, I shall show you sort of starty pictures and stuff like that. When I put brown on, I definitely want some watermarks. I just think it's sort of more like coffee cup sort of splodgy sort of thing. I love Oxides. I wasn't impressed with the minis that were released. I wanted a watercolour set, but he didn't listen. Not to worry. Maybe next time. Mind you, I don't think he's going to release anything else now, so that will be it, basically. Right, let's just put that around there. Let's put that there. Oh, I'm actually liking that. Yep, take that off. There we go. Sorted. Okay. Now I want a bit more purple. So that's the thing though. I got Heather the set. Did you really, Alison? Oh, really? You really brought the mini set? Really? Oh, wow. I'm shocked. I am shocked. Fancy you doing that, eh? Fancy you doing that. So I just want a bit more of a richness of a pink here, just here and there sort of thing. That's going to bring out my lovely little my little flower there. And it'll also bring out the yellow just a little bit more as well. Seedless Preserve's a beautiful colour, especially when you've got browns and yellows and the purple, you know, like a deeper purple. So, yep, there you go. We'll be forever drinking. Oh, dear me. Yes, she does. There's free post on Tracy Evans Boutique. Free post up until Friday. She's got the new mini. She's got the new brushes. I'm eventually getting rid of my green handled things once my new brushes come. Yee-haw, whoop, whoop, and all the rest of it. Can't wait. I want to splat some black on that. Let me get a Posca. Oh, crumbs. Here we go. Here we go. Let's find the Posca. Let me see if I can open the drawer. There we go. Yes, got it. Now, this is going to be fun. Normally, this end seems to like to fall off just lately. Story of my life, that. Story of my life. Let's see if I'm going to be able to... Yes, I might just be able to. And then it's time for footy ball. So, let's have a look. Let's see if we can get an end to drop off. And if not, don't worry. Oh, look, it's coming. See that? Look, I can see it. Let me just take the end off. Here we go. Just get there. Right, let's see if I can get any paint out now. There we go. Paints are coming. Right, okay. Okay, let's... Do you know something? I think my Posca's running out. Well, I definitely think my Posca's run out. That's about as much use as a chocolate teapot. You do that and it goes... Oh dear me. Honestly. I think that needs to go in the bin. Right then. I have got a bit of black on there. Let me just squirt it out. There you go. Let's see if I can find any. So I like it when black moves like really nice, but there's not enough on there, to be fair. So let me just dab that off. I'm just gonna... I like that. That's nice. Oh, so the raspberry, I like the way the raspberry's gone. So this card, this popper, can be quite easily used now. We can put a nice, I really like the way that flower's gone, actually. Something unusual, as you do. Let me just put that down here. So I just adore water stains when I'm using Oxides. I think it's just it just makes things look really old and weathered, worn. There we go, sorted. So there you have it. So a nice sentiment, congratulations. Could be somebody that's had all sorts of stuff. Amanda's on tomorrow. Yes, Amanda, stress release for ISA, smash the life out your Poscas. Honestly, it is when it works, but when it don't work, it's like very frustrating. So I have played around with Bleach and seeing how they stand up to the stuff that I like to do. So for me, I am more than happy with these pencils, not only for what I'm doing with them, but how I can use them with regards to stamping, layering, etc, etc. So as I start on the journey now with my stamps and with my pencils, you will see what it's all about. So I'm just going to quickly show you this beautiful, this is going to be shipped off tomorrow to Lou and the family clan. I did think it was brother and sister. My bad, I do apologise. It's two sisters there, so my bad. But yeah, there's the lovely reference pictures. Little gorgeous little munchkins that they are. That's a graphite pencil drawing. That was a coloured pencil drawing. And then my challenge for you, Anthony, and for myself is we will draw this picture. So I'm going to get my pencils out and I shall replicate this little kingfisher in full glory, as you do. So I am taking on commission work if anybody wants me to do anything for them. I love how this has turned out, and thank you for allowing me to show this on tonight. Today was literally, I've like I said, I've been that concentrating, so it's just a case of me having a bit of a grunge moment, basically. So that's what we've made tonight. Nothing major, but I've just shown you a couple of different techniques, what you can do with pencil. You can batter it with water, bleach, you can put a load of products on top of it. You can layer them really, really, really well, and they'll still look stunning. I love that. I really love that. I need to chop that off, get rid of that, and that has given me an idea for something totally different now. But I love the colours. I love the craziness of this. So this is going to go somewhere for sure. I'm going to mat and layer it. Football's on. I'm gonna say that, you know, obviously, thank you, Marie, bless your cottons. If Ozzy Osbourne has passed away, and obviously if it's been reported on the BBC, obviously I'm on here, so I can't say yay, nay, whatever. That's such a sad loss to the industry, you know, and it's one of them, really, you know. Paranoia was like I was brought up listening to that tune. I loved it, absolutely loved it. No score yet, 0-0. Well, thank goodness for that. They're only 3 minutes in. Enjoy the footy. Thank you, Sissy Pooers. Thank you all for joining me. I know it's a quick one. I know I haven't really done much with you, but hopefully I've given you some tips, hints and tips and stuff like that. And you can appreciate the detail in this, because when I post the picture, you don't really see the depth and the detail that's gone into that. So I don't know whether I'm going to know it. I love it. And I really hope that Lynn and the family appreciate it with the love that I've put into it for you guys as well. So I'm going to see you all tomorrow post Kingfisher. I'm going to go. I'm going to go and watch the football. I'm giving you all love and hugs and everything else. It wasn't a great, as in, a productive tutorial tonight. However, I just needed to put some mess down basically, because like I say, I've concentrated a lot today. So tomorrow I'll do this, and you never know what I'll be up to tomorrow. So love you all. I'm going to say bye to the guys on Facebook first. So bye to everybody. Lots of loves and kisses, hugs and hugs and hugs and hugs. And this is winging its way off to you guys. Enjoy. So that one's just going off on yonder. God, the amount of buttons you have to press just to end a live is just ridiculous. So, Anthony, I look forward to our Kingfisher moment. I'm going to have to look at your colour one, actually, if that's okay. I hope you don't mind. Because I love your pencil one. That was absolutely gorgeous. So, look forward to it, if I'm honest. So, I'm going to take this down. Oh, crumbs, there we go. Just so you guys can see the carnage, you can see all my mess, you can see all my bits and pieces, you can see you, watching me, watching you, putting all my stuff away, tied up. I'll mat and lay this, and I'm going in to watch the footy. See you all later, everybody. Love you lots. Thank you for all the thumbs up. From the bottom of my heart, it means loads. Oh, there we go. I want to see the cat commission from the wife. Oh. Yes, okay. See you later. Oh,